I am always a huge fan of options, and especially when they are open source. That is why I really was quite excited when I saw this new tool called as Umami, which is a sleek open source web analytics platform built for folks who want to understand their websites traffic without the privacy baggage of traditional tools. In simple words, it is an alternative to Google Analytics. Technically speaking, this tool captures key metrics like page views, session duration, bounce rate, reference sources, and a lot of other things, but strips away anything that could identify a user, such as IP address, device fingerprints, or tracking cookies. In this video, we are going to install it locally and we will see how exactly it works. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. If this is the first time you are visiting the channel, please like the video and subscribe to the channel as that helps a lot. I also want to quickly introduce you to the sponsors of the video who are Camel. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. So I'm going to use my Ubuntu system for this. This is not an AI powered solution, but what I'm thinking is that once you have these analytics, you can easily feed into any of the AI powered application, LLM, MCP, and you can use function calls to even call these analytics. Sky is the limit there. So this is my Ubuntu system, but you can get it installed anywhere where you have Docker or Node.js installed. There are multiple ways of getting it installed. I'm going to use Docker. So make sure that you have any recent version of Docker installed. If you don't know how to install Docker, just search my channel. I already have done a very simple to follow video on Docker installation. You can even install it from source. For that, you need to git clone the repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description, and that is done. From there, you just install stuff through pip, and that's all you need to do. But if you're installing it from source, you would also need to provision your own database. You can go with MySQL or you can go with Postgres, any of the open source databases. So I would suggest that if you're starting out, maybe start with the Docker, and from the root of the repo you just run this docker compose, which will bring everything up for you. So while it brings everything up, let's talk a bit more about this tool. Now, this tool is built with modern web standards in mind, using a lightweight script that doesn't slow down your site, and it stores only anonymized aggregated data. Because it's self-hosted, you run it on your own server via Docker, Node.js, or any other method. You retain full ownership and control over your data, making it a solid choice for GDPR, CCPA, and PECR compliance. You can think of it as Google Analytics, but without the surveillance. So why look for alternatives, by the way? I mean, because Google Analytics is not bad. It is actually quite good, very feature rich. It's been around for a long time, so why really get rid of it in first place? So I think that, look, first is it's always good to have options. While Google Analytics is quite powerful, it is also a bit not good, or maybe you would say notorious for being privacy invasive, tracking users across sites with cookies, sharing data with third parties, and even requiring complex consent banners that hurt UX. With increasing regulations and user awareness around data privacy, many site owners are ditching Google Analytics to avoid legal risks and build trust. Plus, Google Analytics' recent shift to sampling and opaque data models can make accurate analysis tricky. Umami steps in as a minimalist, transparent alternative. It gives you the core insights you actually need without the blot or ethical gray areas. It's also quite good for the developers because there is also an API, I believe. And meanwhile, everything is installed. As you can see that it has also provisioned a front end and also a database, which I believe is Postgres. And you can also check the health of the containers. And if you get any error here, just check the logs. Mainly they are due to the permissions on Docker and that sort of stuff. The installation is straightforward. So everything is now running. Now let's access it in the browser. And you can access it in your browser at localhost at port 3000. Let's access it, and this is the user screen. By default, you can just go with the username admin and password is Umami. So I have already given it. Let's log in. And as soon as you log in, you can see that this is the dashboard. Now, of course, all you need to do is to just add your website here. So for example, if you go to website, you can start adding your websites, I believe, from settings. So let's click on website, and then you just give it your domain here, and then it is going to give you a small chunk of script which you can embed in your website, and then it will start collecting the telemetry from your website. Now I have my own website which is running here, but it is a blogger based website, so I'm not sure if I would be able to add anything there. Let me try. So I'll just at least I can give you an idea. So for example, you can say that Fahad's blog, and this blog is, I think, quite old, almost more than 15 years now. This is my domain which I'm going to give it. Let's save it. Okay, it says don't include HTTPS. That is fine. I'll remove that. What about this? There you go. So this is the one. And then if you click on view, of course, I don't have anything, but you see, this is what I was referring to. You can have all of these telemetry here. You can even get data in real time if that's enabled, of course, and if your site supports, because there are also some permissions. You can enable some of the events. You can compare between different websites. This is I really like about it. And then of course you can generate the reports out of it by clicking here, and you see there are some different reports for your sorry, for search engine optimization, for SEO, which you can check out. I'm not much of a SEO professional, so I'm not really sure about all of these, but one thing I'm sure about is that some of it I have used, and they are quite good and realistic, and they help you in steer your website. And in order to obtain the tracking code, all you need to do again is to go to settings and then click on edit. So click on tracking code, and this is the code which you need to put between the head section of your HTML. I have just copied it. You can also enable the share URL just for the sake of it, so that you know it is available. All the data is available publicly here. I'm just going to do it for the sake of it. And then this is the data which you can check out if you want to reset or delete it. Anyway, so let me try to embed this tracking code into my website and see if that works. So I have enabled it, but the data is not available because I just learned that there is a firewall and I need to publicly expose this local host into some public IP, and only then of course my website would be accessible from this tool, and the script, the tracking code, then it would be able to access this, which makes sense. So anyway, now you know at least that how this thing works, where you can generate the tracking code, expose it publicly, and then have your own Google Analytics. And why not? Also, if you want to add your more user, you can go to settings and add more users, or you could even create a whole team. So pretty nifty tool. I think I'm going to give it a try because it is MIT license, and why not? I hope that that was helpful. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.